Yo, what's up, everyone? It is Zigzag here. Welcome back to Geoguessr Explained. Been a while since I've posted anything new on here, but I wanted to come back with a video tonight because the main channel video is delayed. It's gonna be a good one, but I had to get a sponsorship thing confirmed before I can post that. So tonight I thought I would do some Iceland, which is one of my old Nemesis countries, one of my worst ones. It's a country, obviously, if you look at the map of Iceland, it's a country that's extremely mountainous and with lots of different angles. You have to be able to work out the angle you're at really efficiently, which is something, obviously, as a compass noob, I need to work on. I played this in the lead up to the last World Cup, and so I thought I'd do another episode on it today. Play for half an hour, see if we can get any 5Ks, any 4 900s. Yeah, so let's just see how we go. Well, yes. Okay, to our south we have mountains here. We have a bay to our south, so that should be like quite like fjord to the south is kind of rare, I think. So that's interesting. Mountains to the north as well. This probably reminds me of this area, actually, doesn't it? East mountains are kind of small, but they are definitely there. So it is interesting. Probably some town like this could work, I imagine. Extremely big mountains, but then they do taper off quite a bit to the southeast. So we're on some town, but it's a bit more this direction, right? So maybe, oh, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good here, I would say. So let's see if we can angle it up. But a lot of time it's just about using logic, which I'm just not really used to using. So we have a road north there, and it bends around here. Okay, so probably like this, right? Or like this. Do we have a business here? Maybe, actually. What's that? The Breckan. So some kind of B&B there. And then a bank street or something. It looked pretty good, but now to the east, I'm wondering, does it bend off? Doesn't maybe look as straight as it appears. I mean, it doesn't, it's not as, it's a bit too not straight, but this bend is at least pretty good looking, so I'm probably going to go for it here. In fact, we have some kind of a government building here, and that looks like not houses at the very least. So, yeah, I'm liking this guess. I think everything lines up. Let's go for it. Yeah, I mean, not a, oh, it is a 5K because they got the world map scoring, so nice. Good start. A good start, guys. Next one here immediately gave me max east or max west vibes. Probably max west, like up on this peninsula here. We're going perfectly north-south, and we are on the east side of the river, or the fjord, and it's a pretty wide fjord here, so there's something like this, but with a north-south angle. So probably, I mean, this one you would think would be the one that's fitting. Angles definitely make a lot of sense here. So can we, when we have like an extra peninsula, okay. But it should stretch to next to us, so maybe we're a bit further down, or yeah, I don't know about that. Probably actually looking more at an angle similar to this one here. We do see how it bends up there. It bends up around again to the west, so I guess we could be on the apex of the bend here. And then it would bend about, yeah, that looks pretty good. Doesn't look perfect because this looks like it sticks out a bit further than what it looks on the map. Maybe this white road here, actually. But I don't see the bridge. Let's definitely have some kind of a bridge. And then we do see stuff north, which, yeah, we can definitely see here. So that's all but confirmed, in my opinion. In fact, the way it looks on the map, I can see this thing, I think. So would we be able to see it from here? I think it almost feels like we're more so like, well, on this road, but I don't really see where the angle would fit on this one. So maybe this one here, two more over. But again, yeah, I'm not sure if I see that working. Okay, well, I mean, this would be a good one to actually work out, get it correct, I think. So there's like a gap in the mountain. Oh, so we're in line with that, I think. So I guess we can just see to the northwest further than you'd think. Yeah, so I think we are actually here. And then we are a bit further up than this, though, which is the confusing thing to me. So, oh yeah, I guess it could technically be just that angle not fit, and this one, so not ideal. It could just be there, though. But we need to, it bends out a bit west. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is the 5K here. Nice. Okay. Actually, banging start. Could we get 25K? That would be impressive. Looks like Reykjavik will prevent that. Southwest of us, we can see the port, though. But we don't really need to spend too long on Reykjavik. I would say it's pretty freebie place. That's southwest of us, the port, right? So, maybe I'm wrong. What about that? Oh yeah, we could be here, looking down onto this. That looks pretty good. We'd see hills. Sure, I mean, you always see hills in Iceland. And then it comes out to the northeast, so let's just line it up and see if we can somehow pick the right road. That would be impressive. Not really expecting to, but I feel like we are at least looking down onto that. So it's a road that terminates, right? There's not many options here. Maybe this street here, but they all have a lot of side streets in a way that this one doesn't, right? Like, is that a side street or just a driveway? Maybe a side street? I would have thought a driveway, though. And it kind of terminates on both ends, this road, so I might be looking in the wrong spot here, because I'm not really seeing that, unless it was this one, but again, didn't really think it looks correct. What about this? Yeah, but it's a bit different. It's a bit different. I did think we were looking at that, but what about this thing? Oh, this looks better. Does it bend around a bit? It doesn't. It's perfectly straight, this road. With this angle. See, again, this one could have looked pretty good, but I believe the angle's a bit too east-west. But I do like the way this one, at least, this suburb looks here. Because we're clearly not in this part, like, the angle's all wrong. So, yeah. I don't know. This is definitely the best thing I found, right? But, the angle is northeast, but the one I clicked on the map is more just northeast, so. And then it would have a trail, but that shows a house without a trail. So, and a church. Actually, we see a church in the background. Never mind. Hold the horses. We can actually get this, I believe. So let's. So we were theorizing we might be on this one. Do we see the church anywhere? No church in that suburb at all, I think. Okay. It is possible we're in another town. Oh, this stuff I thought looked really good from the map, but it really shouldn't be because we see stuff to our north, right? So it's just no options there, I think. I mean, that's all industrial anyway, so yep. Not really an option. And then all the way over here, surely too far. This is a short distance. So yeah, not too sure. What about this? Not seeing the church, which should theoretically be here. Yeah. Yeah, not too sure. Not too sure on this one, guys. I think I would, I think this is the best thing I saw, right? So. Oh, what about this one here? No church, but the angle is at least nice. So, I'll go for that. Okay. So what were we looking at? We were looking at this, I think. But, So well, there's our church. But, okay, that's interesting. It didn't strike me. Looked like we were looking out to water here for sure. The water's just much more distant than I thought. I really thought the water started a lot sooner, but there was actually like a whole suburb before this. I mean, it looked like a bigger water, no? Tell me what I did wrong there, but it's still a good guess. Okay, dirt road. I never guess these correctly when I'm actually playing a game, but I feel like I recognize this one as this one here where you kind of follow along a river. So which road would it be? Like this one here. Yeah. And then we should see a road over that side, theoretically. I don't really see it here, which is a problem. But we are kind of going along like this, I would say. It looks really pretty good. Especially because the hills here are not too big, which we see on the map. Other options? I thought also maybe this road over here. Okay, this road also theoretically fitting pretty decently. With the river to the west. Like this. Like could be here. Theoretically. But I feel like these hills would at least show up on the map if that was the case. I don't know. Is there even a road on that side? It's hard to even see one, right? So maybe I've got the wrong idea here, but I thought I might have the right idea, though. It's definitely quite a significant bend. Like this kind of, like, looking bend away from us here. Okay, someone like that. Then it would bend west. Don't really think that's what I'm looking at, but yeah, kind of preferred. I kind of thought I recognized it as this road, so something like that. And just hope there is a road over there that I can't see, which may or may not be the case. Okay, this one travels north. We'll see if we see it again. Okay, was the right road? Just an unmarked stream there. But that does make sense. We couldn't see another road. Good score. And the last one, I mean, we've always clicked the right region, so that's good. And, oh, look. It's a Google car selfie. Check that out, guys. How exciting. Vibes here. Do we have any? It's pretty Greenlandic looking. Yellow back of the sign. That's surely pretty red. Okay, big mountains south. Big mountains northeast. We're in some town here. They got the almost Soviet-style mural. Yeah, I don't know the town here. I do not. I would have thought maybe an east idea here probably was working the best. I mean, the angle of the mountains is kind of southeasterly, so, and we are on the north side of the fjord. If I was thinking about that, I would be thinking maybe something like this. It's clearly a big town, though. Look at that. Like, I mean, I'm getting the feeling that this angle here would be the only one. Yeah, it doesn't really look like that's possible, unfortunately, especially with the road going off northeast from us here. So, yeah, not that one, but I think that's the right idea. We do see those kind of pretty big mountains to us, directly to our south, and then southeast it clears up. And then to the north, we're right on a fjord. So, yeah. Oh, what about this one? We'll see, that looks pretty good. Oops. But okay, let's see. Angle here, because no, but the angle's wrong though, because like the fjord kind of dips in a bit more like northwesterly. Okay. So we're kind of out of options, because we see the mountains directly south, so it can't be something like Hofen. This town here, again, not really the right topography. This town here theoretically could have worked, but I believe it's a bit too small. I mean, yeah, I would say it's a bit too small here. Angle's not really fitting, and then I think that's the one we started looking at, right? Not really convinced regardless. So, east idea is not really looking too good. West idea, where's the big towns? Yeah, I was kind of thinking about something else, to be honest. I wasn't really thinking too much about the round. I still thought it's one of these towns. I'm annoyed that, oh, hello. See, that looks good. I thought I'd check this one maybe. East Island Museum. Does that look like a museum? It certainly could be. The road ends in here. Definitely ends in an NT. About could be northeasterly angle on that one, so yeah, it's almost right here. What about this? East Iceland? No, I don't think it's working, but we do have big buildings there, so I want to keep this idea alive. Looks pretty good. Hotel, I think we actually may have found it here, so let's see here. Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? And the town continues on. Yeah, we found it. Okay, so now the 5K. We're on the bend, right? So pretty much have to be here. It starts with a U. Oh yeah, that's right. It's blurred. I'm pretty sure it's correct. Nice. That's really good find, guys. Oh my gosh. Hey, guys. This would not have been possible for me some time ago. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, continuing on. The progression is there. It's been slow, but it's there. Okay. North of us. Okay. The problem is still like sending the wrong side of the country is still such an issue. So let's just try and not do that for the whole video here. So yeah, nothing particularly that I can see as useful here. Landscape. Are those hills to our south? I think they are. So if I was seeing hills like that to the south pretty distant, I would be thinking we're somewhere around here. That would be my idea. I kind of remember where the coverage goes. I think it skips that whole peninsula. Oh, Apple Maps is going to Iceland at the moment. Imagine they cover the entire island with all roads. That would be pretty cool. We do have like a lone island here, which is probably really tiny on the map, but yeah, I think that is land. So yeah, theoretically pretty gettable here. Because like where would this be? Like apart from, I mean, oh, it could be over here, but I'm not a believer. Because we need land east of us, which really does lead you to around here. Okay, so this. We'd have that stuff east, which does look to be kind of the right shape. We have random islands. I don't think we even have enough random islands here where I've clicked. And then it should bend around. We do have land directly south, though, which is the concern, I guess. Yeah. This one? I mean, the land directly south is, like, part of this peninsula, is it not? That. Then we have the fjord. Okay, what about that? We need all this land south that's very distant. This is why I really think that we were over here. But I guess we could be even over here. No, we need a fjord. So, yeah, this is the one that really made the most sense to me. Even within it, I don't see that road angle. This at least has a nice road angle. If I just try and think, though, to, yeah, but this one's actually kind of serviceable, right? We look direct south and we see the land. Yes. We look east and we see the rest of the fjord. Yeah. We look northeast and we see the rest of the road. And it bends a bit west, but not much. And then it does seem to continue, because we can see the power lines going along the other side here. So it does feel to me as if there is a road on the other side here, which, of course, there isn't on this one. So I guess I would be thinking like more of that, but again, the road angle, so maybe more of this. Not bad, actually. Okay. So I have an idea of how I think it should look on the map, and it's pretty similar to this now. It's pretty straight, but then it should bend around a bit. Maybe like this. It's also more populated. This one here seems to be more populated. But it does look really good. This one that I've clicked right now actually does look really good. So where's the angle fit? I think it's actually just a matter of angling it up here. And I'm not seeing that. Which is frustrating. We don't really know too much what's going on there, but we have islands. This one's like too smooth. We see it. We see a crinkle in the road here, which don't really think. I mean, maybe. Okay, let's just angle it up here. That thing. Could we be like... Yeah, I just don't think the angle really makes sense there at all. So it would be this one. And then we would see something if we were that close, so we would have to be like here, but we would see the supermarket, so yeah. And then we see the road on the other side, so... Yeah, I'm kind of lost now, actually. think it's one of these ones. I think this one's the one with the most potential, so I'm probably just going to send it. It's possible that even the supermarket's been built since or something like that. We're not on a bend, though. Well, not really, so you'd really want to see this angle, and I don't see it. And it is pretty straight. So, yeah, I'm going to go here, and I guess we hope it's not fully incorrect. Okay, well, that makes sense. I thought it bended around... Oh, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's still great that I worked out which peninsula it was. It took me a while, but, you know, well, like, you know, could have actually just 5K'd. Anyway, we have a place name. We're also practicing scanning, so I'll probably use that at some point, but let's have a look. Snow-capped mountains. I think snow-capped mountains are really common around here. Which is, yeah, well, we've seen the place name, so I'm gonna take that. Northeast of us, so we should be in the side of the town, I think. Because northeast, we see mountains either side. Yeah. Although that is in a direction to our west, so we could actually be in this one here. Could see this one working as well. So that would mean to our southwest we had water, but from where we are, it's really hard to see. So I guess we're on it's a very distinctive piece of road here. And we would be right here if we are actually there. Like, we would be right there. So should we see an off-road thing to some company? That looks really good, doesn't it? It looks super good. So southwest we see the hills, but they're not. There's not like a wall of hills, so that also fits. Yeah, we're there. Well, nice. Next one. I think I just got to back myself to be able to do this. I think there's a bit of a mental block when I'm playing Jules. Back myself to be able to pull out the 5K, because I guess in my head I'm like, well, everyone else has more practice at doing this than I do, so they'll be able to line it up quicker. So I should either just send, or mentally I just kind of check out with the like time pressure. But yeah. But I think it's good to just take it slow as well. See exactly how things do look. Make sure I have it well visualized. Something I was talking with Finbar about. But anyway, this is the first truly difficult round we have. It's very urban, and we have little landscape. It's northeasterly hills, so at least there's no water directly east of us, and it is very flat to the west, so most probably water to the west. I would say Reykjavik is the safe option here, but it is an interesting round nonetheless, regardless of where it is. Yeah, I'd probably just go here, to be honest. Like, it's the safe option. And wow, 2 kilometers away. Our streak continues. Okay, so we're following along a river. This time it's kind of a ravine. So we're kind of elevated here. Is that a road that side? It is a bridge as well. Okay. Very 5Kable, but also very difficult this time, I would say. Any smudge? No smudge. So, any town? We definitely see a highway up there. I think that's a truck, right? It might actually be a building. That's a building. And that's a bridge. Okay, this one's gonna be a struggle. First thought was like in here somewhere, like, yeah, this kind of thing. So if we looked at a bridge to our west, we're the other side of the water. So I'd want to be like that. Ooh. So the bridge is pretty much just southwest of us, and the road runs alongside us with this body of water. Ooh. And then the mountains are fairly sizable, but nothing crazy, but to the north we see big ones. That's why I like this kind of area. I feel like this kind of area could make a lot of sense if we can find an appropriate bridge. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Okay, but that doesn't bend properly. Oh, that looked really good, though. And then to the south, it should bend west. Oh, it could just be mismapped a bit here. Oh, but it looks so good, but we don't have the river running alongside us. I would say it's kind of a north-south bridge, I would say. Because if I wanted to emulate the bridge's angle, it feels like it's going along the river like that, so a bit northish, I would say. But man, this lined up, okay, only decently, not actually correctly. Never mind. Am I being too narrow here? Maybe something like this. I wouldn't trust my analysis of the bridge too much here, but so things like that could have worked, but okay. Yes, it's this, I think. So the bends are a little around west, yeah. There's an off-road, apparently, which I do not see. That's a bit of a concern. And then we should bend... Oh, but then we bend west down south of ourselves. And that's not really... It looked really good. Man, that's a really enticing angle, I would say, but... Yeah, not seeing it. And then we... Yeah, but it looks good with that mountain. That mountain does look like this thing, I would say. Okay. Is this still salvageable somehow? Because it needs to bend around west. So maybe we're more like this and this is a very slight bend in the road. But then the bridge would be ahead of us, not behind us. Unless there's another bridge here, which I've missed. I struggle to see that, to be honest. And then the road definitely bends around west like that, right? So... It does look like we're actually here. But then the road bending around to our... Ooh, what about that, though? Okay. If we could be on the... But we don't see the yellow road. Okay, this really does look good, right? We've got the north-south bridge, which theoretically there bends around. I'm not really seeing that bend, and it should meet up with, like, a bigger road. That may actually... It looks very decent. That's the problem. I'm struggling to see why it would be so... good. But then we would see a town here. Yeah, there's no town. Ugh, it looks... I mean, I just see how it bends around like this. And I see this bend in the road. I'm like, wow, that looks really good. But it should be actually incorrect. So I'm kind of giving up on this one. And again, what about this? See, maybe it was just this all along. No. Okay. Well, you spent a long time on that fjord just because I still think it looks really good, but... Well, I just don't really see where else it would be, though. I still probably will send here anyway, now that we've spent quite a bit of time on this round. Just because I'm curious to see, and I'm going to definitely pay attention to what this looks like. Because I just don't even... I'm struggling to even think how this is going to look if we're not actually where I am. Maybe something like this, right? So... Because that mountain ridge is pretty big and pretty prominent. Yeah, I'm just not really seeing it. I mean, the other option is here. I don't know if I'm really seeing it, though. See, okay. Does this road meet up with us? I think it does. I think whatever the bridge is, it links up to where we would be. Which, I mean, is not really the case here, to be fair. Yeah. And this one? Also not. And this one? Yeah, also not. Oh, it's just like... I just don't like giving up this, but it's impossible. Okay, so I will actually go down... Oh, the shape of this mountain is just so nice for where I've clicked, I would say, but I think I have to give up on the idea and go somewhere down here. And I think you guys have probably seen enough of this round, would be my perception of it. No doubt there's some who are done with it, others who would love to see me 5k eventually, but sometimes you got to cut your losses, right? Ooh, what about this? Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. This almost would have angles of fitting, I believe. Crosses the river, bends around. See, it should be really that one goes off to the river. But I would not be surprised if we could find that here. I feel like this road goes blah, 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 connects up to whatever road we're on, right? So after it crosses the river, it would connect up. So I feel like I know what that looks like. And it doesn't look like that, in my opinion. Right? I would say so. Maybe it's more like that. Also didn't... I mean, that's much too urban. Yeah, I don't know. There's options here. These mountains are also too big, I realize, yeah. This is why I like this whole idea in the first place. Okay, if I was actually in a tournament right now and had to make this call... That's crazy, because I just... Yeah, it's actually not there. It's actually not. I think we exhausted that possibility. Ooh. No bridge here, I would think. Again, that almost looks good, but the angle, I think, is wrong. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to send here. I think it's at least decently likely. Okay, so we were scanning. It is this one. No. Oh, this bridge. Wait, I hadn't even seen that. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, so we were scanning this one, and it was just the next one over. No. So I told you that looked good. How did I miss this? Because I thought that this wasn't hilly enough. That's why. I thought this was all flat in between. In reality, you zoom in and you can see a little bit of bump. Yeah. So I actually, I'm not mad at myself for that mistake, but that's how it looked, okay? So road along here, road along here. You have this off-road, which came down, crossed the river, then joined up. Well, not really joined up, but then was along with this road. Also, the bridge doesn't even show up at this zoom level. So I actually had to go in this far to even find the bridge, which I feel like is the real reason I didn't get it. Right? Because if I was scanning like this, scan, 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 see this bridge, this one I must have looked at clearly doesn't work. So wrong side of the country that time. Now we're in the clouds. I think when you're in the clouds, it's very likely to be this area here. And we have rainy cam. Just dashed outer lines, of course. Immediately, this is speaking to me here. That would require population northeast of us, which probably doesn't exist right here. So what about this road here then? We have a river south of us. That actually could be a river there. Well, it doesn't really look great for a river to be flowing there, though. Maybe it could pass by the road. But, yeah, I don't hate the idea. But really, it bends around southwest instead of southeast, so just can't be inside that one. So southwest bend. But we're going northwest. So it's kind of like this shape, right? It's kind of like a semicircle to the right is what we're looking for. Something inside here, maybe, actually. But the East Mountains, okay, the East Mountains are pretty big. West Mountains likewise, but they kind of fall away. And it looks like to our south we have nothing. Now, that's the most confusing thing here, actually. So maybe I have quite the wrong idea. Or maybe we're looking down into a fjord. But northwest, okay, we don't see much, but south it definitely looks like it's... Well, it could just be clouds, right? But it looks like it's the ocean. So how much do I trust the cloudy meta? I think also in this area there's a lot of, perhaps, snowy mountains, which we just don't really see here. So yeah, maybe I have to reconsider the option here. With South Ocean, though. Ooh. So we said it's like this, right? So we're traveling along like this, and then the road goes like that. Yeah. I want to find this one, because I think it is quite findable. Okay, this road came to mind as well. So we could just be looking down to flatness. Oof. See, that looks... It almost looked good here. I don't think it really looks like this on this peninsula, though. I think the rainy stuff... I really associate it with up here, so I still want to... You see what I mean? I just don't really see where we'd see the south kind of flatness slash ocean. It seems like a yellow road to me because of how much traffic we had too. Ooh. Not out of the question. Angle fits nicely, I would say. The rest of the round doesn't really feel so much like it fits nicely. It's kind of a nice road angle, but would that guy be driving on the national park road? This doesn't really feel like it leads to anywhere. So I feel like by that logic, you just wouldn't send here. Well, blimey, I'm kind of out of ideas. I would love to send here. I just don't really see the angle, so... No, just don't see it. Just don't see it, lads. Unless it's... I do not see it. Maybe it's something in here. That can actually make quite a lot of sense. A little bit of sense. I'm going to go there. Last minute send does not pay off. It's Veek. Oh my gosh, this is so specific. So that's why we had so much traffic, because we're near a major population center, but we had nothing in view. And so we were like this, and we were looking at it bending, and it was actually a bit more of a mild bend than I thought. And then it bent around like that. Yeah, it's a bit different on the map to how I expected it to look. Right up against this mountain, a bit further away from this one. No river. Yeah, I know Veek actually had some rainy coverage, but I did not think we'd be passing through the mountains. I forgot that the mountains go right up to the coast of this specific part. Because you can see here, it's pretty flat. No mountain passes for another... I mean, yeah, for another like 100 kilometers, basically, or 200 kilometers. And then to the west, you don't get any of that. So it's a very specific landscape there. Not too displeased, although this one we certainly could have gotten. This one, I think... I would have taken a champion scan, but for the video, we got a lot correct. We got 8 out of 10 rounds correct, I think. Unless I've forgotten one. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. I think this is good, honestly. Like, I might actually return and do another video like this, because I feel like Iceland is good practice. Maybe even Faroes, if anyone wants to see that. It's kind of useless, and I may as well do Iceland if I'm going to do Faroes. But yeah, thank you for watching. Peace and love. Goodbye.